people on the planet here today. Kathy Griffin is here. But first up, you guys loved him on Saturday Night Live, and now he's taking over late night again. It's Jimmy Fallon.
There's a new face in the late night lineup. The adorable, the funny, the charismatic.
Why did you make me dress like this?
Mr. Jimmy Fallon. But it's not the first time Jimmy served desk duty. Come on, y'all. We all know him and love him as the weekend anchor on Saturday Night Live. And he's also starred in a slew of Hollywood blockbusters.
That's what I want.
So when you're up late, Jimmy will have you laughing your butt off. And lucky for us, not just on Saturday nights anymore.
Come on out here, Jimmy Fallon. Howdy! Give me a hug.
Thank you so much. Hey, great crowd. What a good crowd.
Good crowd, right?
People dancing during the commercial.
Yeah.
This is so positive and fun. I love
We're
it.
happy because Jimmy Fallon is here.
You know, it's so fun, like doing different talk shows now that I have a talk show.
I was
It's
gonna
just-
ask you that.
It's just interesting to see like how the way it works. It's different. I'm still getting used to it and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I would need advice. Anything you can tell me. I mean, like it's different because you can't really practice talking to people at parties for a talk show.
You can't.
You can't be like, all right, Gary, we're going to go to commercial. We'll come back with more Gary. And then it's like you can't just go to. It's like so. It's interesting.
Do you find yourself not listening to your guests sometimes in your new show?
Sometimes when there's people behind me telling me that I have like 30 seconds left, like they'll be behind the guest going, wrap it up, hurry up. And I'm like, sorry, you have cancer? You have cancer? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, we have to go to commercial. It's like, wait, I'm so rude, I can't do it.
And it's the worst. Or like you're thinking about your next question, and they're
Totally.
saying something like so like
Prolific.
huge,
Yeah,
and you're like
we got to get to you doing my answering machine message.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's a tricky thing, but it's fun, and I'm calming down, and I'm figuring it out now, and I think it's just like, I think the calmer you get, the more calm the guests are, and it all works out in the end.
this is a huge gig for you. I mean, this
Yeah.
is huge, 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 you guys. I mean, he's like to Conan O'Brien's place.
Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, it's a
like
different gig for
huge.
me. Like, first, you know, I'm used to like doing, being, an actor and being the center of attention, all this stuff. Now I'm the host. You have to give it up for the guests. And you have to make them look good, and it's
It is so
a
about
tricky thing.
yeah.
It's not easy. It's not like not an easy thing to do, especially when
it's
they have
hard.
a giant ego.
Yeah, and when they have a huge, who had a big ego?
Me? I mean, I would say no, I wouldn't.
Oh.
But I'm just saying, like, anyone who has an actor. I mean, sure. I mean, they can say what they want, but the camera's on them the whole time.
Well,
It's
what
like,
about when they
look
don't
at me.
say anything? When you ask them a question and they just like yes and no you.
Oh, I want to do one where I don't say anything to the guests, and we just sit there and stare at each other for 5 minutes, and then they go, "Oh, it's good to see you. Tyra Banks, everybody." And then immediately, like, we should do that. They should come on the show. It'd be fun. Yeah, just come out, don't say a word, and just nod your head, and then, hey, Tyra Banks, everybody, and then you leave. That'd be great. I mean, we're doing weird stuff on the show, so it's kind of fun.
So, are you prepared to do this for the next, like, 15, 20, 25 years? That's what late night is. You know, it's like you get your post and, like, you own it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's like, I thought about that. It's crazy. I actually was talking to Jerry Seinfeld about that. I saw him at some thing, and he goes, so, if you do this well, you do it forever. You get this job. It's a job. It's like you do it. They don't. You do it till you die. You do it. I go. It's kind of like the Pope. He goes. It's a Pope job. It's a Pope job. Like.
So he really talks like that when he's not on camera too.
Yeah. No, I'm just imitating. I don't even know. My impression is terrible.
No, that was really good.
Oh really? Oh yeah.
That was actually really good.
It's a Pope job. No, he's great. Like.
So I know you're married. You're married. Do you ever do any impersonations for your wife?
Yeah, my wife, I just drive her crazy. I mean, just always, if there's something else. I mean, we're huge fans of your show and Top Model, too. So
You do? You watch Top Model with your wife?
Oh, totally. Yeah, it's a TV. Fantastic. So we love to see who you have on, and we make fun of people, who's getting thrown off. Yeah, it's just the whole fun of reality TV.
So, okay, so you're super funny now. When you were a kid, were you, like, a funny kid? Were you an awkward kid? What kind of kid were you?
I was a weird kid. I wasn't, like, the most popular kid in school, but I was friends with everybody. I was friends with the jocks. I was friends with the burnouts. I was friends with, and, I never really had a real identity, I just I tried out for all sports teams and couldn't make anything. I wasn't that good, I was terrible at baseball. I was terrible at basketball. I mean, just getting cut from everything. And so I ended up playing golf. Yeah.
In high school?
Yeah, huge golf fans here. And no, but I mean, honestly, you know what happened is the coach actually put out a bulletin and said, "Does anyone in the whole high school want to play golf? Because we need one more player to have a team." So I was like,
So you joined.
Yeah, it's like I'll join it. And so that's because of me. They had Socrates High School had a golf team.
And did you suck?
I was terrible. Yeah,
suck.
I was really terrible. But it's one of those things that my grandfather said. He was like, you know, he just wanted to root for me to whatever I did. And he was like, "That's great." You know, even if it was anything, if I was curling, he'd be like, "That's a great sport." He was like, golf. It's something you could play for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know, and he's right. I mean, you know, all you see. I mean, you don't have to be in the best shape in the world
To play golf.
To play golf.
I wanted to ask you about your Saturday Night Live audition. What did you do for your audition?
It's the most nerve-wracking thing. I always wanted to be on Saturday Night Live, you know, since I was a kid. And when you do the audition, you go to the studio where you've seen everybody come out on the stage. Steve Martin, Richard Pryor. You've seen like legendary people come out there, and so you're shaking. And the guy who puts the microphone on, he's like, "Hey Jimmy, Lauren's not gonna laugh. I've seen it before. He just doesn't laugh."
Lauren, the big boss.
Lauren Michaels. So I go, "Okay, that's cool." And then somebody put makeup on you and they're like, "Jimmy, Lauren doesn't laugh. Just know that." And I go, "Okay, good. Lauren doesn't laugh." And then someone's like getting you ready to go out there, like, "Hey, just want you to know." I go, "I know. Lauren doesn't laugh. He doesn't laugh. He's seen it all before, whatever." And I got out there and I just did a bunch of impressions. I did like a celebrity walkathon. So I did different celebrities, like, you know, Bill Cosby going, "You know, the people with the walking and the thing, and the microwave and and I do it. And I remember I did Adam Sandler, and it was the first time anyone has done an impression of Adam. This is right when he left the show, so I was like, "All right, how you doing?"
Oh my God!
You know, my mother would do a walkathon, and she would be like, "Shut up!" You know, and Lauren started laughing.
Lauren laughed?
Yeah, so he started laughing, and yeah, he put his head in his hand, and I said, "Look, even if I don't get this job, it's just such a cool thing that, like,
that
Lauren Michaels laughed, and I could tell my kids that Lauren Michaels laughed." It was like a Wonder Years moment. I don't know if anyone remembers that show, but it was
I
like,
do.
yeah, it was, yes, it was really fun. And
I hear that you do John Mayer, too.
I did a quick John Mayer thing where I just, his tongue gets in the way when he sings. He's almost like, blah, 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 blah. He like distorts his face and he plays the guitar and something that like really gets into it. It's like someone squirting something in his face.
And then you have to do this for me because I'm like the hugest Bee Gees fan. Like back in the day, like I was huge Bee Gees fan, and you do this amazing Barry Gibb.
We did a show, yeah. It's me and
I
Justin
had a crush
Timberlake.
on him.
You did? Oh,
But not right
Barry
now.
Gibb. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, still, he's a good-looking guy.
But I had a crush on
him.
him.
He has beard and he has medallions and chest hair. He's amazing. He's very.
That sounds like Mr. T.
Yeah, it does sound like Mr. T.
Medallion.
By the way, I saw Mr. T kind of like maybe a couple months ago. He had a gold plate and a fork around his neck.
Are you serious?
I thought that was pretty awesome. I mean, who can pull that off? I can't pull it. Flavor Flav can't pull that off. I don't know, like, look at a gold plate and a fork around his neck. I go, that's awesome. But no, Barry Gibb, we do on the show. It's like, I basically did on Saturday Night Live. It's Barry Gibb from the Bee Gees has a talk show, but he talks the way he sings. So he's like, Sarah Banks, on the show. And it's just ridiculous. It's dumb, but it's fun. It's like,
More with Jimmy Fallon. We'll be right back.
Up next,
I hear that you're a big fan of High School Musical.
I love High School Musical.
Are you serious?
Gotta get it, the game, you gotta get it.
and later,
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. Married to René Angélil, a little bit of Jones. I love that she's lived in America for 30 years and still speaks no English.
Jimmy Fallon, who is now the host of his own show, NBC's Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. We can see him every single night on TV.
Really late.
Very funny.
It's really late.
Yes.
12:30 in the morning.
Well, a lot of young people stay up very
a lot
late.
of people TiVo it too. My parents sometimes just tape and they watch it the next day.
Well, now
Like,
TiVo...
how many of your kids have a show? Come on, can't you take a power nap, something?
But TiVo counts for ratings now.
It does, right?
Yeah, but they have to watch it like within a week or something, right?
It's something that there is.
There's some kind of rule, like
there's
don't
a
be.
ratings thing. People tell me this. I don't understand the ratings at all. But
Yeah,
they go like, "Hey, we got a 2 rating." I go, "Out of how many?"
Yeah.
Out of 2.5? I mean, is that good? 2 sounds terrible. Like, but I don't get involved with that stuff, but it's pretty fun. My mom and dad, they watch every day, and they tell me like what they think of the show and all this stuff. Like, oh, we love this. We love we love Lick It for 10. We love this thing you did. You know,
Which we're going to do some licking later.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he does his Lick It for 10, which we're going to have you guys, your audience people, do.
Oh,
yeah.
man, get ready.
But I hear that you're into gadgets. Well, the show is into gadgets.
Yeah, we love like phones and all that stuff. Like the show's like kind of, it's weird to have your own show, obviously, you know, but
Yeah.
like.